Welcome to War Cinema. Today we delve into the life of one of the most legendary figures of the American Civil War, Stonewall Jackson. Thomas Jonathan Jackson was born on January 21st, 1824, in Clarksburg, Virginia, which is now West Virginia. His early years were marked by tragedy. When Jackson was just 2 years old, his 6-year-old sister died of typhoid fever. Shortly after, his father, Jonathan Jackson, an attorney, succumbed to the same illness, leaving his wife, Julia Neal Jackson, with 3 children and considerable debt. Julia remarried in 1830, but her new husband reportedly disliked his stepchildren. As a result, Thomas and his siblings were sent to live with various relatives. Young Thomas was raised by an uncle in Jackson's Mill, present-day West Virginia. Despite these early hardships, Jackson showed resilience and determination, traits that would define his later military career. In 1842, Jackson enrolled at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Initially struggling with the curriculum and facing ridicule for his modest background, Jackson's hard work eventually led to academic success, and he graduated in 1846. Jackson left West Point just as the Mexican-American War was beginning. As a lieutenant with the 1st U.S. Artillery, he quickly earned a reputation for toughness and bravery. By the war's end in 1848, Jackson had been promoted to brevet major. In 1851, Jackson accepted a professorship at the Virginia Military Institute in Lexington. For the next decade, he taught artillery tactics and natural philosophy, a subject similar to modern-day physics. His teaching style was often criticized by cadets for being brusque and eccentric. In 1853, Jackson married Eleanor Junkin, but tragically she died in childbirth just 14 months later. In 1857, he married Mary Anna Morrison, with whom he had a daughter who sadly lived only a month. When Virginia seceded from the Union in 1861, Jackson joined the Confederate Army as a colonel. He quickly rose to the rank of brigadier general and earned the nickname Stonewall at the First Battle of Bull Run for his steadfastness in combat. In the spring of 1862, Jackson led the Shenandoah Valley Campaign. With an army of 15,000 to 18,000, Jackson outmaneuvered a superior Union force of over 60,000, earning his troops the nickname Foot Cavalry. His successes prevented the Union from capturing Richmond and solidified his reputation as a brilliant commander. Jackson joined forces with General Robert E. Lee in June 1862. Together they achieved significant victories, including the Second Battle of Bull Run, the Battle of Antietam, and the Battle of Fredericksburg. Jackson's tactical brilliance and bravery inspired devotion from his soldiers, despite his secretive and strict nature. Jackson and Lee's most famous victory came at the Battle of Chancellorsville in May 1863. Jackson's surprise attack on the Union rear forced them to retreat, but the victory came at a high cost. Mistaken for enemy cavalry, Jackson was accidentally shot by his own men and later died of pneumonia on May 10, 1863. Stonewall Jackson's death was deeply mourned in the South. He was buried in Lexington, Virginia, leaving behind a legacy of military brilliance and dedication. His life and career continue to be studied and remembered as pivotal in American history. Thank you for watching War Cinema. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from history's greatest conflicts.